I can use my phone too. One moment, y'all. One moment. Cool. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Wadash. Double honors for our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing and many salutations unto you elect across the four winds of this earth, fulfilling your lots in all truth and all sincerity. All right, shalom to you all that are adding in. We already know how we get down with the precepts you got, let them fly. The Spirit, has us go to them, we'll give to them. But ultimately, we are the Hebrew Israelites. And we come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, which according to the scriptures is called Mystery Babylon. But when you look at it prophetically, all right, we believe that to be America. Now, will it say the word America in the scriptures? No. Just as it doesn't say a lot of choice words that we use today. But that don't change the fact that these times that we're in right now weren't written up in the scriptures. They indeed were written up in the scriptures, and you're not going to see words like America, words like Canada, Europe, and such like that. It's going to be worded in ways that they knew back then. And you would understand it by the prophecies. And when you look at America, America spiritually fit the tab in prophecy as Mystery Babylon. Because you got a lot of guys that are out there right now that are saying, the same guys that was out there before, talking about how Babylon is Vatican City, Rome and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that does not fit any of the prophecies that was going to take place to Babylon in the last days. Especially when you read it in Revelation, the 18th chapter. All right? Babylon is a land, just like it was a land back in the ancient times. All right? Vatican City, Rome don't have hella impact on the world right now. You don't have the word westernization based off of Vatican City, Rome. Okay? It don't work out like that, man. So going back to what I'm saying, we come here to prophesy the downfall of Mystery Babylon, which according to the prophecy is America. All right? We also have been called to usher and herald in the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? Now what you see right here, okay, is the title, Will You Bow Down To? Because we're on a point right now of prophecy, and we've been grooming ourselves up for getting ready for it. As the scriptures say in Judges the 5th chapter, rehearsing the righteous acts. But now we're coming into the time right now in prophecy where everything that we rehearsed and practiced and read about is coming to pass, and now it's time to act. All right? Will you act accordingly? Or will you bow down when it's too late? Okay? And we want to make sure that we're constantly praying that that spirit of submitting ourselves to this devil never overcomes us. All right? Because you see people that are out here, people that have called themselves so-called believers, they'll call themselves Christians, all these things, and they'll be like, I'm never going to comply to this system. As soon as they get a little bit of tribulation going on in their lives, they're quick to abandon their integrity. Look at the jab. All you got to do is look at what's happening right now. There's been conversations had with people in the world, and before all this stuff really got big, they were big on, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to bow down to the system. Now all of a sudden is how I'm going to feed my family. How am I going to eat? I don't want to see my children starve. But these are the same people that claim to believe in God. Believe in the power. Which shows you forth they don't truly believe. Now I'm going to start this off in the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Shalom to y'all that are adding in. Whatever precepts y'all got, let them fly. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go straight to the point at verse 10. Bear with me one second. It's a little windy out here. I want to make sure the tripod don't fall. Hey, and if y'all can hear me clear, if y'all need me to go down further, I can do it because the music's playing right now. So So if y'all could let me know. Actually, I should have asked that earlier, but let me know if y'all can hear good. Come on, bro. All good. Hey, the water's a Kwan, Tazawan, the water, brother, the water to all of y'all. All right. So really, I don't know if you've seen the title of it, but it's titled "When You Bow Down." All right, it's just going on and fold. Right. So I'm in Revelation 3 right now, about to read verse 10. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation." And that's the time that we're in right now. We're literally walking into the hour of temptation. All right, even our Lord Yahweh said it in Matthew 24, Luke 21. These are the beginning of sorrows. Okay? So we're entering into the hour of temptation. Now, I'm going to word it like this. A lot of these people, you can't really see it right now because they're not really afflicted yet in their jobs, in their lives, because they're already bound down to the beast. All right? But we obviously see, every single last one of us can clearly see that there is a change that's happening right now in the society. Hey, even Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, made it to change it. And it's called Meta now. And when you go into Meta, that word literally means to change. So we're in, we're right here in the midst of a rapid change that's taking place. And in this change that's taking place, with this new world order that's being ushered in, all right, a lot of us are going to be tried. All of us are going to be tried. Okay? And you got people right now that are bowing the hell down, rolling their sleeve up, easy work. Ain't even really going through nothing extreme yet, nothing crucial yet. But it's going to come to that point, man. Even for these people that roll their sleeve up, their demise is coming quickly, man. Because they made their allegiance with the beast, But as I'm going into this in Revelation, the 3rd chapter, it says, I'm going to read this again. And the water to y'all as well. The water to y'all as well. 3 and 10. I don't want that wind to blow this mug over. Wait, hold on, and it's red. Oh, the drop at the same time.
It's better, brother. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Now, what is the word of the patience? All right, this doctrine, keeping your integrity. And what does the word patience mean? To suffer. So it's going to come these trying times that we're going to suffer. But if you're able to keep your integrity, keep your trust in the Lord, he says, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. Right? Now, when you go into that word keep there in the Greek, that word is pronounced tereo, which is where you get territory from. All right? So wherever you walk, wherever you move, you're going to remember that the angels are surrounded by you. And when things look difficult, when your back is against the wall, when things look impossible, when they come into you, them troops storming and kicking in your door, you keeping the word of his testimony. He's going to take care of you because those angels are there to block you off and blockade you and shield you from those weapons that are formed against you. Okay? So when you go into that, he's going to keep you in different ways, and he has his angels that are surrounded by us, man. Okay? Matter of fact, it leads me to a precept really quick, actually in the book of Baruch. Matter of fact, we can finish that one, and I can jump to the precept and go ahead. You already know some more, whatever precept,
I'll reread it.
That's a better.
The word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, you're going to be surrounded by, there's going to be angels surrounded by you when this time comes. All right, to the point where these people are going to look at you like, God, how the hell did that happen? They're going to be starving, right? Hey, the scriptures say, while they starve, we're going to be able to eat. My servants shall eat, and they're going to wonder how we're going to be able to eat. But that's because the Lord is protecting you because you're keeping his word. And what does his word say? My servants shall eat. You're going to be taken care of in that day. All right? But if you compromise your integrity and bow down to this beast, you're showing where you got your allegiance in, man. And you're also showing your love toward the world, man, which makes you an enemy of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, bro.
Which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
To try them that dwell upon the earth. It's only going to be a small remnant of individuals that are Israelites, by the way, that are not going to be subdued by this devil, man, that are not going to bow down.
Very, and it's very different now because everybody talked about years ago, even from when we were kids, and of course, like even as an adult years ago, you know what I'm saying, had to get a shot. It's quite different now.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's quite different because everybody wants to make that point. Well, you got them when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? You even got them when you was adult. Bro, my livelihood wasn't threatened then.
That's right.
Me not being able to go get some damn carrots and a box of cereal wasn't even in question. Oh, if you don't get this shot, you get a solid point. You know what I'm saying? That never crossed your mind opposed to, look, you can't go enjoy yourself. You can't go have a drink now. You can't go to a concert. You can't go grocery shopping. You can't go work out. That wasn't in question. It's very different now because everybody wants to try to make that point. Well, you did it as what's that? The measles, the mumps. All the other stuff you used to have to take shots for. Yeah, but it wasn't. Your livelihood wasn't threatened, bro.
You gave it a measles.
I think they had an outbreak of that too.
Oh, really?
Bro,
Recently?
since But it goes away.
So what?
There's an outbreak of Ezekiel.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Refugees, refugees from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They had a measles outbreak.
Yeah.
It's like 4 people that and in the end they weren't tested.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the spirit. It always goes away in 2 days, bro. 2 or 3 days. And then back to God.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back to that thing. Like, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, back to the depths. Yeah, bro. And it's ironic. You look at with this whole outbreak that's taking place right now. What happened to the common cold? What happened to the flu? They're not hearing about that no more because of what they're putting out here, the spirit that they're pumping. And in the midst of the spirit that they're pumping, you have a lot of these people that are out here that is being pumped into. And they're moving to bow down to this person because they ultimately look at this man to be their source of nourishment, man. Which shows you that this is their God.
I was thinking of one that you were saying. Go ahead.
Okay, Juan, could you hold well, I got this Baruch still, but could you hold 2 Corinthians 4:4 about this stuff? Come. And we can actually bring that out first, and then I'll bring this out in Baruch. Because these people are clearly showing you the God that they worship. They'll say God this, God that. I believe in God, but I also trust in science. Well, it's showing you the God that you truly serve, man. Okay? Now the scriptures say in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? So since the earth is given into this man, he was going to portray himself to be a God, man. And he was going to manipulate these people, not the elect, but these people that are out here to trust in him and go to him for all things because they look at him as a God.
That's right.
And now they're doing a heat check. You know, you playing basketball, you hitting threes, and now, okay, I'm going to try to do a half court heat check. Now it's come to the point where they're pretty much putting it out there that I'm God. All right, and seeing how these people are what they're gonna do. Remember those lockdowns that happened? That was a heat check moment, just to see how these people were gonna move during it. And we saw how these people moved, man. Right. So when it came to these mandates coming about, the agenda that's being pushed, it's gonna be a light thing for these people to bow down, man. It's gonna be a light thing. Yeah, I like the vibe, man.
That's this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. In whom the most
Can you start at verse 3?
Verse 3, okay. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
And that's why majority of these people can't get it. That's right. And that also is a clear cut to show you that Christianity is full of BS. That's right. Because you have literally half of the world's population that go by Christianity. I believe it's 3-point-something billion people that are Christians in the planet Earth. And you have 7 billion people on the earth right now. So that's damn near half of the world's population that go under the guise of Christianity. Now that sounds like something not too lost to me. If it's billions and billions and billions of people that go by this, it don't look too lost. All right? You got people that don't know anything about the Bible, but they'll say, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. You know? But when it comes to the true gospel, that was prophesied to be taught in its pureness and its entirety in the last days. You see, it's truly a smaller group of individuals that this gospel is appeasing to. Now don't get it twisted. It don't mean that it's only going to be a very small number because of waves and masses that are coming in. All right, but that is still a very small number compared to 7 billion people on the planet Earth. All right, even among Israelites, they can't get it.
Yeah.
They still stuck. Oh, you got it.
No, it's just a beautiful point like you bring it up. And then plus this pandemic, bro, where was Christ? No
Solid point.
No mentioning of Christ. And then when you went to YouTube, they said no for the thing, no basically they want to separate the church views and the home medicines away from their agenda. You know, they don't want that vibration of people trusting in the Lord. They really, because like the priest is going into
Solid point.
They want them, you know, who is beside me, like the scripture say.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Who is beside me? So they really believe that God. The so-called white man in the society, in this society, and his narrative is a little man complex, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He want to control everything.
Right.
You see how Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Stephen A. Austin acting, bro. Acting like, pardon my friends, some real bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, real
Sitting
talk.
there watching that man Kyrie Irving's pockets, bro. Y'all shouldn't give him the money, bro. You ain't hooping, bro. You was shooting in the gym. Yeah. But it shows too, like the priest that said that Jake is serving is making a distinction.
Right.
A line is being drawn in the sand.
Right.
And they're serving their God. The bag is a lot of Jake's God now. And the scripture clearly states, Yahushua Mashiach clearly states, you can't serve Mammon and the Most High, bro. You gotta pick one.
That's right.
If you try to serve two, you're gonna put one over the other.
That's the spirit these people are in, man. They're choosing mammon.
Yeah.
A lot of these Israelites, most of you Israelites that are out here are choosing mammon, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as well. I meant to make mention of that early when I started this lesson too.
Yeah.
All right. We come to preach salvation unto the nation of Israel. All right. And if you're bowing down to this beast, just know that you're gonna die, man. In the second death, which is the nukes. All right, which is the final plague that's to come. Okay, but that was a solid point that you made because you made mention of that line in the sand, you know, which also goes into the territory. Are you going to be on this side right here where the protection comes? Or are you going to be on this side of this circle of this territory to receive the destruction? Right. Okay, and it's going to be a lot more Israelites that are on the other side that are going to be destroyed than those that are going to be saved. That's right. It's even written of in 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. It's in 7 or 8. I think it's in 8, where the angels tell Ezra, you know, the world to come is for a few. Yeah. This current world is for many. Yeah. And that's also where Yahushua got that from, showing you that validates the Apocrypha. Yeah. Yahushua constantly quoted Ezra.
In your call, you were
chosen.
And that's, bro, it's like tryout. It is a tryout.
That's right, bro.
You hoping to get the call back. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you know, and I, you know what I'm saying, when we try, you know, when we made the team, ain't no scrubs up there. We Yashua. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But now you had some that get cut like, oh, just like, bro, try again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the whole effort of trying to get in the good graces of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Keep trying, you know. Keep working on your game. What are we doing? We keep working on our spiritual game.
That's right.
You know, it's a tryout, many a call. Bro, I've never seen a tryout that has a limited number. Many a call.
That's a good point.
And they what? They cut you down.
They cut you.
They cut you down.
Right.
I remember, ironically enough, Charles Barkley, when he was a fool on the court, when he was a young man in college, he was in the top 20 to make the first USA team with Michael Jordan. But Bobby Knight didn't like him for some reason. You know, he didn't like him.
Charles Barkley is a bitch ass nigga, so there's probably reasons why Bobby Knight ain't like him.
But just think of the great talent of Charles Barkley.
For sure.
But what happened? He was still cut from that first USA team in 1984, I believe. So just a prime example, bro. It was like 100. It was 100 of the top collegiate ball players. Yeah. Everybody had their chance. Wasn't no number to come try out, but that number to make the team, I believe, was 12, potentially 14. Hey, Charles Barkley got cut. But of course, he ended up becoming a legend and making the dynamic dream team. But it's still a factor, bro. Many are called, few are chosen.
That's it.
Point blank, point blank.
We hope that we hope that the Spirit stays on us until the end. All right, we don't walk out here saying we got a guaranteed spot to chariot. All right, now if we are the elect, it's a guaranteed spot, but we don't know. All right, so there's one thing putting on the elect, and that's walking with that confidence and that boldness and assurance that the Lord is with you. But there's another thing to make sure and pray that that Spirit stays on you. All right, and when you completely fear the Lord and have that trust, you are putting on as the elect.
That's right.
Okay, and a lot of how can I word this? You mentioned the tryout period. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be proven worthy here within the next few. I don't know if it's years. We don't know when the Lord gonna come back. But the more shit that happens on the planet Earth, where I'm getting at, and the more that men refrain from what's going on, that guarantees and seals the deal of your spot in the chariot so much more, because you ain't bowing down to this man. Now, can you read that in verse 3 again?
Yeah, John, I got you, brother. This is back in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Right.
Verse 4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Now, who's the God of this world? Esau.
That's right.
All right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Hey, if you don't know what Esau is, that is a self-proclaimed white man.
That's right.
The modern-day Caucasian race today.
That's right.
And one way to even show you, all you got to do is really just look at who runs the world.
Yeah.
Look at the majority of the faces that you see in the United Nations. All right, look at the faces of the intercontinental bankers.
Yeah.
All of them are Edomites. They own all the world's currency. All right, even look at how they changed the face of the Messiah.
Yeah.
That's why in Job 9:24, it said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. So they covered up the faces of the true prophets. When you look at that art, that like the Russian icons books,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nature Knows No Color Lines.
Yeah.
All right, you had Jakes that was over there within the regions, man. And not even just then, but even during the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Even during the, I mean, all that's during the Dark Ages anyway.
Yeah.
All right, but even during that time, they made artwork of the prophets of the Messiah.
Yeah.
All right, and it was us.
Yeah.
But then when you go into what? Starting around the 1400s, when that change happened, that rebirth, they call it the Renaissance. Okay, but that's where that's where they actually changed those images and destroyed those icons, broke noses off of different pillars and faces. That was Jake's. All right, that's why they call it iconoclasm.
That's right.
All right, because it means the destruction of those icons, and they changed the narrative and changed it to make it look like them.
That's right.
This is the God of this world, and now since they have this power, and they have you, Jakes, bamboozled to believe that he is God. I mean, all you got to do is hold up a picture of Chesapeake Borgia. Remember that one we had with the devil horns?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The picture's kind of old now and jacked up.
Yeah.
But people walk by and say, why you got horns on Jesus?
Yeah.
And it's namely our people that have that.
Man, Eve told us one day, we wrong, we going to hell for that. I'm like, man, and then let you know how far our people are gone.
Right.
You still believe, our people still believing in hell.
Mm-hmm.
You still believing in a devil with a pitchfork when the devil is in a nice tailored suit running the goddamn world.
Exactly. Poison in the food, poison in the water.
That's right.
Hey, that's why Job 9:25 says, now my days are swifter than a post. Ever since this man has been in the power seat, life expectancy has shortened.
Yeah.
Everything you drink is poison. Everything you eat is poison.
Yeah.
Your body is sick. Hey, what did Yahweh say in Matthew, the 24th chapter? All right. He said, least of those days be short, and there shall no flesh be saved, man. That's because you got this mad scientist in the power seat right now.
Yeah.
Telling you to put a mask on, breathing all the fumes and toxins that your body's releasing, and they're telling you to breathe it back in.
Yeah.
They're the ones that you gotta like think about it, man. If you're in a society and you have to drink bottled water and it has to have a pH balance to it, that shows you how destroyed this place is, man. Because back then you could drink from a body of water, a lake, you know what I'm saying, a spring. The Lord supplied us with that, man. You know, but since this man has came in power, he's created cars, he's created satellites, all these different things, technological advances far beyond what was done back there in such a short amount of time. But since all that was done, the waters got polluted, the airs got more polluted, animals started dying, people's lives got shorter. This is what happened with this man being in the power seat. And you niggas that are out here are still willing to bow down to this man. Now is how my children gonna eat. If this nigga keeps it up, you ain't gonna be able to have no children no more.
You don't eat your children.
You gonna, there you go.
You know, and that's according to the scriptures. We not.
That's right.
You know, hey, and guess what, man? The Bible is the bloodiest book on the earth.
Absolutely.
It gives you some hardcore, harsh
Right.
facts.
That's right, bro.
It's all out of love, though. It's all, bro. It's love that the Lord has a strong disdain for Esau.
Yep.
Jacob have our love, Esau have our hate. Hey, that's out of love, telling you the truth. You know, when people associate that word hate is nothing more than a strong word.
That's all it is.
Strong
Dislike,
man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what our people are mad about mainly because everything isn't coming in candy covered hearts and roses, man. This is truth time, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to be that way, man. Or you were looking for the time when Jake was
No, I just got that one about how the book is bloody.
Oh yeah,
Precept for you.
What?
No problem. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 8.
Okay.
It says, "But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house." And you see it right now.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look at our people and see how rebellious they are. I mean, to literally say, I trust in God, but then turn toward this beast, it shows you the God that they trust, man.
Yeah.
Which is straight rebellion.
Yeah.
Which is the Heavenly Father, man. Because what are one of the 10 commandments? Thou shalt not worship any other gods before me. Yeah. And that's what our people are in the spirit of doing. But they're in the guise of saying, this is God moving me to do this.
Yeah.
You know, well, your God is Satan.
Yeah, and it's shame on Jake because you put another nationality, someone who's a base man over. Don't the scripture say ye are God? Ye are gods?
Right.
So you putting another man, you know, even though we're being ruled over because it's due to prophecy.
That's right.
We were made in the image of Yahweh.
That's right.
We're the true guys of the earth.
That's right. That's right.
But we went off so hard, like Priest just mentioned, we went off so hard. All right, bro, we on a base man, we gonna put this weak ass nigga over you, bro.
Man, bro. I was doing some studying yesterday. It's the spirit you said that. Because in history, troublesome times where it looked like the odds were stacked against us.
Yeah.
All right, even the time with Nebuchadnezzar, when he cast Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego in the fire.
Yeah.
And even after that, you have instances where dangerous times came, and the Lord lifted up a standard, and those nations that surrounded by us was like, oh man, you gotta be a God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we're in these times right now to the point where the Lord is about to lift that standard, man. But the majority of our people ain't gonna be at the fruitful end of that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be at the destructive end of that. Once you clearly show your trust in the Heavenly Father, man, He's gonna endow you with strength.
That's right.
He's gonna feed you with that spirit, and people are gonna look around like, oh shit, this is the God of Israel y'all were talking about. But in the meantime, y'all want to serve Esau and do things that Esau says to do because it's something that's tangible.
Yeah.
You see life from it. You see a future from it. Okay? You trust in riches, silver and gold, but you don't trust the true giver of it.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, brother.
There's a little more to this too. Unless you this is back in Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 8. It says, "But thou, O son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Right. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein." All right. Now that roll of a book. Okay. What's up?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you was pointing something out. Yeah. That roll of the book is talking about these scriptures. It's knowledge.
That's right.
Okay. So in a vision, Ezekiel is actually receiving a scroll. Okay. And when you continue, it says, "And he spread it before me," meaning he opened up the scroll, "and it was written within and without." Now, what does that mean? Literally on one side of the scroll was words written, and on the other side of the scroll, words was written, meaning it was full of words.
That's right.
It was full of the word. Right. Okay? A lot of words written, man.
That's right.
And it's a lot more words than God is love and Jesus wept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
John 3:16.
Yeah, John 3:16.
Yeah. Which are all beautiful scriptures.
Exactly.
When broken down even
Absolutely.
in depth.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the spirit. You know, because the reason why I use those as an example, because those are the only ones that they read. You know? And again, like you had stated, they don't even break it down correctly, man. All right? And when we continue to read this, it's going to show you that it ain't just peaches and cream. All right, it's a lot more drama in the Bible than a lot of these people realize, bro. Okay, and if you ain't let that Bible sit on your dang nightstand collecting all that dust, you would know. All right, but then again, the Spirit of the Lord has to be dealing with you too, to open it up and read and receive the understanding.
Like me and this brother, like for example, me and this brother are great friends. We disagree on things, man.
Really?
You stupid. Oh, we not okay.
Nah, this thing gonna cut the camera off, you funny. Hey, no, this is my best friend.
Hey, bro, me and this brother had disagreements. I'll make a point. He'll be like, I see where you're coming from, but nah, bro. He'll let you know. Nah,
vice versa.
Yeah, I'll be like,
nah, you already know I was playing.
I was like, nah, we all do that. Even from the up top, from Elder Yashua and them,
right.
They be like, I see what you're saying, brother, but nah, you know what I'm saying? Because life is like that, man. Life is not just lopsided, because it's a false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So everything, like the priest just said, everything isn't gonna be peaches and cream. Marriage isn't peaches and cream. Your job isn't peaches and cream.
That's right. Solid point.
You know, business owners, bro. The title itself sounds great. Oh man, you know, I go in when I want to go in. I work for myself, bro. When that overhead come in, and your ass in a legal battle, that don't sound like peaches and cream to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the balance of things like the priest is going into. That's all I had.
Gone, solid. This is back in Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 10. And he spread it before me, and in it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. You know, so when Ezekiel was told to receive this and eat of that, he was receiving the whole understanding, man. Like, look, it ain't all as all peaches and cream as people make you think. All right. Hey, this reminds me of the account when this is when Josiah was king, right? And he was cleansing the temple. All right. The account is in I believe it's in 2 Kings or 2 Chronicles, one of the two. But when he was cleansing the temple, because you remember you had wicked kings that were before that, there was only like 7 righteous kings of Judah. All right. Period. And then you had no righteous kings in the northern kingdom, right? So it was a lot more time when we had kings, there was a lot more wickedness done. Idol worship. You had idols set up in the temple. So there was numerous times where the temple had to be cleansed whenever there was a righteous king that was in power, right? So when Josiah was on the scene, and it's around the time of Jeremiah. All right, it's around the time of Jeremiah the prophet. Okay? But when Josiah was on the scene, there was certain priests and such that went into the temple and cleansed it. Hilkiah being one of them, who was also the father of Jeremiah. Okay, Hilkiah was one of the priests. All right, but when they found the book of the law in the temple, they opened it up because they were so excited. They were so excited when they got it, a lot of honey, a lot of sweetness. Ooh, we got it. But as soon as they started reading it, they lamented and they wept. You know what I'm saying? Because they read that Israel was going to be destroyed. Things was going to happen. There goes that man. Yeah. There goes that man again. It's a lucky, y'all. Man, glad to have you here today. I'm about to break the time. Shalom, bro. But I'm going into it. Man, that's what's up, man. Always good to see that, brother. Man, it's a lucky, y'all. You know, hey, that's brotherly love, man. Let brotherly love continue, man. Shit. You know. But anyway, going into the scripture, going into it, that's what happened. That was the spirit that those men was in when they cleansed the temple and read the book of the law. The same spirit Ezekiel was, the angel told Ezekiel he was going to be in once that word digested. All right? When you continue to read it, in Ezekiel 3:1, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest and eat this roll and go speak into the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll. All right? And then it says, and he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as sweet as honey. All right? Now, it doesn't really go into the bitterness point right here, but you can also read about the same account happening to the Apostle John when he was on the island of Patmos in Revelation, the 10th chapter. And that's when it goes into how when he ate it, it was sweet. But when it settled in, it was bitter in his stomach. Now, the reason why this precept was going out, was brought out, was going into the point that the Quan made. All right, it ain't all peaches and cream, man. All right, because when you first get this understanding, you're an Israelite, and you understand salvation's coming, but the route that you got to go through, you really find out how straight the gate is, the affliction that you got to go through, the hell that you got to catch. It gets very bitter. And as we're going into, are you going to bow down? A lot of these people are going to bow down because they can't take the bitter no more. It was sweet at first, But when that bitterness came, it came. And a lot of people are going to fall off. A lot of believers are going to fall off, man. And that's just the reality of it. But if you're able to receive that bitter for what it is, all right, a kingdom's going to be guaranteed for you. Salvation is going to be guaranteed unto you. Okay? Also, the bitterest foods are the ones that's most best for you anyway.
That's right.
You know? You're going to preach that point? Yeah, come.
Revelation chapter 10, verse 10.
That's the spirit.
And I took the little book, after verse 9, and I went unto the angel.
Shalom.
Give me the little book.
Hey, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, brother. Shalom.
Revelation 10 and 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. It was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. He said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kingdoms.
Break it down.
God just walk up and talk about the truth, man. It's bitter, it's not always sweet. As the church would say, the church tells you what, you know, you get this house, you get all these things, but they don't go into how there's this bitter involved
Right.
as well.
That's right.
So there's things you have to go through. You have to deny yourself. You have to put yourself second. And that's not always easy to talk in this fight to what? Put yourself first. Look out for you one yourself. Have yourself as a challenge.
Right.
So you have to fight all those things. You have to fight your urges, your lust, all those things, man. And that's hard. You have 20, 25, 30, 35 plus years of BS being ingrained into us, right? You know? So it's sweet to find out that it's cool. First day you find you Israelite, you know, you find out the white man's the devil. Like, man, you may have feelings about the so-called white man that you man, I'm tripping. Because the church tell you, but you know, you find out all these things. You can have more than one woman. You're supposed to have more than one woman. You're supposed to prove it. This ain't the way life is supposed to go.
Right.
You know, so that's the sweetness of it. Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely.
And then you find out you have to live these things. That's the bitter part.
Absolutely.
And then the pitfall, Satan messing with you. You know, all those things, man.
Right. And just to add to that, bro, and the persecutions that's coming, like right now, we about to experience a lot of bitter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna have to lose their jobs for the testimony. You know, which is a win. It's a dub at the end of the day, and it's a reward that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But that just to add to that, Zaquan, you know what I'm saying? That's part of it as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's the time that we in. You know, and it's to the point right now, if you're teeter-tottering between the line, you're kind of jumping over here and jumping over here, you better choose a side, man. All right? You know what the right side is, so it's up. Actually, it really is up to the Lord at the end of the day. But as you have the spirit of perception that's in you and the spirit of judgment and discernment, better discern between twixt. You know? And hope and pray the Lord keeps you on the right side and has you choose the right side, man. You know? Now, I had that Baruch tells me, he was going into the God of this world and everything earlier, but I'm going to read this here in Baruch. That was pretty much the point of Corinthians as well. This is the time that we're in. But this is the book of Baruch. This is Baruch Chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to just start from the top. Okay? It says, because of the sins which ye have committed before the Most High, ye shall be led away captives into Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians. Which is actually history. This actually happened. All right. This is in the book of Baruch, but this is actually a letter of Jeremiah that Baruch was commanded to read to those Israelites, letting them know that they was going to go into captivity. All right. This is what was told for Baruch to read it. Okay. And when you continue, it says, so when you came unto Babylon, ye shall remain there many years and for a long season, namely 7 generations. And after that, I will bring you away peaceably from there. All right, now this could be misunderstood about Mystery Babylon and such, but this is actually going into when we were taken and exiled out of the land of Israel, Jerusalem namely, and we were taken into the land of Babylon. All right, and it was prophesied that we were going to be there 70 years, concerned by the Nebuchadnezzar. All right, and then his grandson ruled for a little bit afterwards, whose name was Belshazzar. All right, and after those 70 years, we was going to be taken back into the land. All right, and rebuild the temple. You can read about those accounts in Nehemiah. You can read about those accounts in Ezra and such. All right. And even in Ezekiel chapter 40, verse 44, it goes into the reconstruction of the temple. And there's a lot of confusion that even comes with that, because there's people that think that that's pertaining to the kingdom of heaven when that's really just the blueprint of the second temple being built. All right, when they were exiled, when they were brought back from Babylon, being brought back into the land of Jerusalem, which that decree was passed by Cyrus. Okay, so when you continue, it says in verse 4, now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and gold and wood, borne upon shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. Now, even though that is talking about back then, there is still a duality that acts within this, because that's what we see right now here in Mystery Babylon, right? But as this is being read, he's going to tell you the spirit that you're supposed to be in when you're in this foreign land surrounded by your enemies, right? Oh, wow. I was resting on one of those rocks. That went hard as heck. All right. So jumping back. Hey, that when they playing, bro. Damn. At least it was water in there, man. There ain't nothing but a water. Wind and water. Anyway, going back to it. Matter of fact, I saw, man. Somebody read this whole.
Oh yeah, guys, I like it, brother. Was it
Baruch Chapter 6, and I was in verse 4. Yeah, it's tripod. It's wind blowing so hard, this tripod will go flying. Yeah, Baruch Chapter 6, verse 4. Because again, going into this, Baruch is reading this letter from Jeremiah to those Israelites that were going to be in Babylon at one time. And as they were in Babylon, he was showing them the spirit that they were going to have to be in, even when tribulation comes. And that bitterness really sets in. You know what I'm saying? Was it 4, 6, 6 and 4? Oh, 6 and 4. That's all good. I was reading this last night. Yeah. Let's say the Epistle of Jeremiah. Oh, okay. Verse 4. Okay. This is how.
Let her go. Yeah, let her go.
He kind of had it like its own book right there. I will.
Okay, this is the Epistle of Jeremiah, verse 4. Now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wind, and of wood, borne upon the shoulders.
Now we don't see it visually in that same manner, but how do we see it now? The idols, this technology that's out here. You know, even when you look at video game systems, all of that. You know, you got certain people that call themselves gods of video games. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was godlike right there. You know, but these people are really in that sphere. We're surrounded by it. Literally, idolatry is all over the place. And the difference back then, it was a statue that stood still that people would give a whole legend and folklore behind. But now that motherfucker dancing. That motherfucker Harlem shaking. Yeah. You know, it'll draw you in if you don't have the right spirit.
You know, and people are taking notice of it because people are complaining more about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like people are so out of touch with reality because people are so gung-ho about social media, which is true. But we're here even to drive the point home more for you, man.
Right.
You are absolutely correct, but we got the scriptures to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the same people who would make those statements, they potentially be the same ones that come up and scoff.
Absolutely.
They be the ones that the elder, there was a Revelation 10, right? That bitter part, that's something they couldn't get over.
Mm-hmm.
When it's the harsh, when we were speaking earlier about the harshness of this truth.
Right.
But the honey, oh bro, you know you're an Israelite for real? Yeah, bro, we gonna be ruling, bro. You know, we just, you know, we're spiritually building up our temple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's sweetness, bro. That's honey. That's you know what I'm saying? That's manna. That's quail. But when that bitter come in, like horseradish,
Smack the back of your neck.
Yeah. Or just bitters in general, it becomes uncomfortable. It becomes unsavory, and I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
It's tough to swallow.
yeah, it's tough to swallow, but get over it, man. If you want this world to pass, you know, but we know, according to prophecy, it will, man.
Right.
You know, when I say man, we get to see it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the joy of a man, is the downfall of his enemy and his child.
Mm-hmm.
So having a child is a joy, and watching the downfall of your enemy, man.
Right. That's right, bro.
And we pray that the Lord let the apostles and elders see this place go down, man.
That's right.
And Akian like-minded, you know. I'll reread verse 4 for you.
Come.
This is back in the Epistle of Jeremiah, or the letter of Jeremiah, verse 4. Now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wood borne upon shoulders, which cause the nations to fear. Verse 5.
And we got to remember, no, that's all good. Even remember back then, because it's the reason why was wanted to read this here, just based off what's taking place right now. When you think about this, remember, they was going to see these things in Babylon.
Yep.
All right. Now, what comes to mind is when Nebuchadnezzar had that statue built, and Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego were the only ones that didn't bow down. I believe through the Spirit, speaking as a man, that they had this scripture that's being read in mind when this had taken place. Because when you continue to read it, it's going to follow suit.
Yep.
And when you look at that account back then, or look at that example back then, we are in that spirit today. That is the same thing that's taking place right now. His image, this devil wants you to worship his image and bow down to his image. And you see these people in the spirit of bowing down to his image. So there's a reward that's going to come to those that do not bow down to his image. And he's going to tell you right here. Okay? This is him keeping you from the hour of temptation. Okay? You got it, bro.
Verse 5. Beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye and of them, when ye see the multitude before them and behind them, worshiping them.
Just like what happened in Daniel's 3rd chapter. All right? When that cornet flute was blown, all right? When that the psaltery was played, all right? And there was a few other instruments that was played by those heralds when they was commanding all those nations, and it said all the nations were supposed to bow down unto that statue of Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? I think the one of them was called a dulcimer. All right, but pretty much there was a practice that was tied to the worshiping of that idol when you read it in Daniel the 3rd chapter. All right, now keep all this in mind and also look at what's taking place today with this image of the beast being erected. Okay? Because you see all these nations bowing down right now, not even just Israelites, but all these nations are bowing down to this beast. They've made their allegiance with this man.
Right.
And it's a damn shame that you Israelites that claim to be believers of the Heavenly Father are in the same spirit, but we understand why.
Yeah.
We understand completely why, so don't get that twisted. We know why, but it's still a damn shame that you niggas is in that spirit, man. Because you supposed to serve a God, all right, that can take you out of any situation, man. And if you show your allegiance with him, the rewards come. You're supposed to believe that and know that.
If I can say this,
Yeah, come on,
bro, you literally let your congregation sit there and see y'all in that manner, bro.
Right.
Just sleeve rolled up, bro. That was like really disappointing. Like
bad look.
Like the priest said, we get it, but like, bro, I was like, really, bro?
Right.
On Instagram or Snapchat or whatever Jake was in, I think they was up north. I was like, damn. That's what we teaching the flock now, huh?
Jake are the main ones going out their way.
Yeah.
Recording themselves. Look at Cam Newton. Yeah. Damn, I forgot what he said, how he worded it.
Oh, he just got it too?
Yeah. Oh man, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
he did it publicly.
I missed that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the screen was clear as day. You saw the reflection on his forehead.
Oh, that nigga trying to get.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get up in there.
Yeah, he's trying to get back on that roster.
Yeah, he's trying to get back on that roster, bro. I forgot how he worded it. But why I brought that example up, Jake are the main ones that's putting themselves out there doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Screen all up in your damn face and shit. They're the main ones doing it, bro. They'll go above and beyond. You got the heathen that are just doing this. But Jake will do it openly. They're the main ones that's out there in the corners talking about, why you should get it. Well, this is really healthy when you think about it. And then you even got niggas that call themselves Israelites that are talking about it's healthy, man. Look at Captain Cesare out in the IGBK. Look at this guy, man. General Yohana. All these guys, they're pushing you to get it, man. They're pushing you to bow down to Satan. And in the same breath, we'll tell you the MOB is Christianity. The same breath do that, man. But in the meantime, you got all this wickedness happening on the earth in the name of science. So if that's the if that is tied to the beast system, then what the hell is this going on right now, man? Because y'all ain't talking about this. Ain't nobody.
Oh no.
I was gonna say really quick, ain't nobody really talking about what's taking place out of the camps except Great Millstone, man.
That's right.
And those that follow this doctrine through the Spirit, bro.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, though. It's just tacky, man. It also shows you don't have no faith.
That's right.
You don't have any faith whatsoever, man. The times that we're in, bro, for you to fall like that, for some people, just everyday Jake who don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or just the everyday Joe, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it don't sit right with me. If someone say it don't sit right with me, but here it is, you claiming to be in the truth, and you know what you know through the gift of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Right.
And you sitting there and still willingly take it, bro. Bro, that's a slap in the face to the Most High.
Slap in the face.
That's a slap in the face to the Most High and the Son, man.
I got a quick precept for you.
Come.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, hold on one second. No, sorry. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, which when you go into the word tokens, they mean signs. All right, a token is a sign, okay? Concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. And what does that mean, taken in a great number? It just means that they're going to veer off and go in the ways of Satan, okay? It says, they which that dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Yahweh quoted that too. You know, he said, shall there be faith on the earth in those days? In Luke the 18th chapter. And we're literally seeing that right now. You know, Jake just dipped the hell off right when the word came out. You know, but the Lord always sends examples, obviously. All right, but we see the land barren of faith in the utmost degree right now, man. Because you have people that walked around saying, I got faith, I'm faithful. But as soon as a little bit of tribulation happened, they started looking about their carnal riches. All right, and they forgot about their integrity. And the God that they so-called serve, that will supply you with anything you believe, or anything you need if you believe it. You know, but we're just in the times right now.
And Jake is also the spirit of backup plan. If you believe in the Most High, you don't need no backup plan, bro.
That's right.
Kind of like you taking a shot, just in case your house shot don't show up. I'm gonna take the shot.
Right.
That's what they'll slap in the face, bro.
Well, look what happened to Ananias and Sapphira. How well did their backup plan work? They got dropped on the spot. Judge. And that's scary, man. That's scary because you can look at your backup plan and think that it's okay to have this little backup plan, you know. But at the end of the day, the Lord said differently, man. Now, that was a different circumstance, because I'm not saying you're wrong to have a savings plan or anything like that. You know, what we're going into, a lot of these people are getting the jab as a backup plan. All right? Ooh, I still believe in God, but I'm going to do this because I got family. And I had one guy tell me, some person told me, I'm going to get this, and maybe if I die, it'll be a sacrifice. That way my children will be able to live.
Nah, them niggas don't have appointments. We got to be buried in the ground.
Exactly. They going to be one less daddy.
That big ass hoodie sleeve rolled up.
Yeah. What I ain't gonna say his name. So and so with his face, some angel wings on the side, man.
Like, bro, your house shots was the sacrifice, bro.
That's right.
You stop.
That's right.
No, just shut up. You know, because we in a time, everybody got to shut up.
Yeah, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, just shut up, bro. Either you believe or you don't.
That's right.
Psalms 103, verse 1 to 23. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who heals all thy diseases.
There we go. That's heavy.
You know, hey, because it's the backup plan about the jab, hey, the Most High heals about disease. He's the bringer of disease.
That's right.
You know about that, it's not one day, it's in the curses. Deuteronomy 28 chapter. So,
that's right.
Yeah, you shouldn't have no backup plan because the Most High is one that heals, and he also kills, brings alive, and he puts to death.
That's right.
You know, so if you have faith in him, if you have faith that if you have this virus or whatever, you know, then you can be healed. You have faith in every Lord.
That's right.
It's just hopefully, if you come across it, it's just a test.
Right, that's it.
It's a test of faith. That's all it is.
That's right. Part of that straight gate. That's right, bro. Okay, could you jump back to that Baruch 6 or the letter of Jeremiah? I got you. This is back in the letter of Jeremiah. I'll start at verse 5. Beware therefore that ye in no wise be like to strangers, neither be ye and of them, when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them. Now remember, we said the land shall be barren of faith. All right, so if they're barren of faith, what are they going to be full of? The idols that they serve. The trust in their God that's out here, trusting in science. And the scriptures say it's going to be a lot more of them than us. Yeah, you got it.
I believe in science.
Yeah, I trust God, but I trust science too. All right, cool. Falsely so-called, nigga.
Yep. Verse 6. But say ye in your hearts, O Lord, we must worship thee. Woo! Perfect. Hey, perfect point what the priest is going into. But we, I gotta feed my kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen. Where the faith? What happened, bro?
Right.
What happened? Just like you said that Jake was here. You know what I'm saying?
All my faith, not my son.
That's right. Hey, it says it in Isaiah, the 42nd chapter, I believe verse 16, loosely paraphrasing. It says, I will lead the blind by a way that they do not. It says, I will make crooked things straight and light in darkness. This will I do unto them because they trust me. All right. So we don't know exactly how the Lord is going to feed our children and feed us. But one thing that we do know, it is going to happen. All right. And you have more of an opportunity and a chance of that happening to you if you don't bow the fuck down. All right. If you hold and keep your integrity and take those lumps as a man, all right, manly lumps, even for you women that are out there that believe, you know what I mean? Okay. Take those manly lumps. Just know that you're going to believe you're going to be taken care of, man. All right. There's a famous phrase. You talk about it often, bro. All right. Hard times make strong men.
Yep.
Easy times make weak men.
Yep.
All right. We're coming to a point right now where it's going to be hard times, which even the word evil means like bad times.
Yeah, bad times come.
But that's how we're going to be made strong and tried. Okay. And being surrounded by these people, okay, that are bowing down, compromising their integrity. All right. Bowing down to the beast. For those of us that are not in that spirit, the Lord is going to reward us openly in front of these people that are in that spirit.
That's right.
Okay? You got it, bro.
Yeah. This is verse 7. For mine angel is with you.
There we go. Remember Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego? That situation that happened. All of them was bowing down. It was only Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego that didn't bow down. Or what happened? They threw them in the fire, right? But when they looked in that fire, Nebuchadnezzar was astonished because he saw Yahweh in that fire, man. An angel with them. All right? That's that tereo as well. They were kept from temptation around that time, man. Again, that word kept means to watch. Tereo, it means watch or to keep a guard around you, man. He says what? My angel is with you. So know when things look hard, things look bad, you might lose your job, something might happen. Just know the angels are around you, man. There's fleets. Psalm 34:7 says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. I was having a conversation with the brother Shaquat a few days ago in Bon Sapat, and there was some solid points that was brought out, man. Because when you look at that encampment, like what comes to mind is like those ancient war movies like Troy, something like that. You know, when those Spartans came up on the shores of the land that those Trojans was in, you had thousands and thousands and thousands of Spartans that were resting in camp on that shore. That was a camp of soldiers, man. All right, but he said the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, meaning there are thousands of angels that are around you, man. You know, even the account with with Elisha and his servant. You know, when those Syrian hosts came up there to slay him, Elijah's servant got scared and said, how are we going to be saved? You know, and Elisha told him, look, man, don't worry. Those that are with us are a lot more than those that are with them. And right afterward, Elisha prayed that the eyes of that servant would be opened up, and he looked up and there was thousands of chariots in the sky, man. Right? Thousands of them, bro. You know? So even though they invisible, even though it might be certain occasions that you in that might be tough, Esau could come in and kick your door in. Now, none of us have experienced that right now, so it's easier said than done, but that don't change the fact that this ain't sound advice. Right. All right? Keep your integrity, man. Keep it, and the Lord will sustain you, man. You don't know what the heck the Lord can do when they kick that door in, bro.
That's right.
All right? Brothers had dreams, visions of spiritual power, him intervening in major ways, and the scriptures say it. When the enemy shall compass thee as a flood, then the Lord shall lift up a standard. How is the standard going to be lifted? Because the angels are surrounded by you. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. But if you bow down, then best believe that them evil angels are going to be the ones to get up on you, you know, and plague you in way different manners. No, I said a lot.
Oh, no, beautiful. This is verse 7. For mine angel is with you, and I myself caring for your souls. As for their tongue, it is polished by the workmen, and they themselves are glided and laid over with silver, yet are they but false and cannot speak.
That's right. That's right. And now you look at these idols today, they speak it.
Yeah.
And it said they was polished, their tongues were polished by the hands. All right, but now you got these different people that are out here that are acting as idols, talking smooth speech, saying these things on why you should do this, why you should do that.
Yeah.
You know what, if you don't get this, it's okay, we're gonna give you the opportunity to be taught and learn, a learning program about it.
Yeah.
Hell no, man. How about we ain't about to bow down to that, man?
Yeah.
How about that? Meantime, you got the rest. That's it on that precept. Meantime, you got the rest of the world wandering after this beast.
Yeah.
Literally wandering after it, man. And you might not be doing it with your words, but guess what? Your actions speak louder than your words.
Right.
One, because all of them saying they believe in God. What's the nigga name? You don't even believe in Jesus. Kodak Black. You don't even believe in Jesus. Don't even believe, man. Which we know that ain't his name anyway.
Yeah.
But y'all don't believe, man. If y'all did, your fruits would show it.
That's right.
You know? You will be fervent and bold to speak against this wickedness that's taking place.
That's right.
You know? Y'all got any precepts?
Where I was start at? Isaiah 28.
You want to read it for you?
Yeah, Bible.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I got you. Get on.
Oh, you want to made a covenant with death?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's 15, right? Oh, okay.
Oh, you already hold
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that's the spirit.
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye scornful men that rule his people which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
You had agreement with the society, and of course this goes with those so-called Boule Jake or
Right.
Jake elitists.
That's right.
But bro, y'all made a covenant with death, man.
Yep.
It's going to be more deaths like Kobe Bryant, bro. It's going to be more deaths like Biggie and Tupac. It's going to be more deaths like Nipsey Hussle, man, because our people have made a covenant with death. When you've been at you've been at liberty to get right with your how about Shemi Shah? Because Jake B related to brothers in camps. Mm-hmm. Look at Kendrick Lamar. He knows about the shit.
Yeah.
He can put precepts on the damn album and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was jamming, but hey, bro, he knows what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come up to you.
That's what they believe, man. They believe when, we've made this agreement with these people, all right, with Satan. That way, when all the bad things happen, we're going to be taken care of and be okay.
That's right.
Hell no, Mr. Postman. That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
And those promises and those bunkers and those getaways that Eden promised you,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to come to pass, bro.
That's right. That's what I was going to say, when you go into that word covenant as well, it means a friendship. And we go into this often. When you go into that word covenant in the Hebrew, it's pronounced baryah. Now, when you go into the root of that word baryah, it's bara, which means to cut. All right, or to put an incision in you. All right, that's why when even ancient cultures, all right, back there on time of Rome and Greece, and you can even read about that account in Acts, I believe it's in Acts 19th chapter, the 20th chapter, where those men wanted to cast those demons out and it didn't work, so they started cutting their flesh. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what God or what they said. They wanted to do it in the name of Yahweh side, but they were so used to those practices of those gods they worship, they started cutting their flesh. Even in Second Kings, First Kings, when Elijah and Ahab, you know what I'm saying? When Elijah called fire down from heaven, and those prophets of Baal went to call fire down from heaven and didn't do it. What did they do? They cut their flesh to show you that the covenant that it was in. And what does Esau plan on doing right now? Putting that needle up in you, man. Putting that stamp up in you. Which shows you that they're saying that, I'm your God, and this is what you need to do. And doing this right here is a formal act for you worshiping me.
This is my commandment.
This is my commandment. Because he's already made his image. He's already constructed his image. But now there's a practice that's going to be tied to you making your allegiance with him. And we know how this devil likes dealing with blood. He's already the serpent. So he's going to stick them teeth up in you and put that venom up in you, man. Right. Which we're not saying We're not saying this right here is the MOB, but it's leading up to it. But they're getting used to the practice of already doing this, man. That's what I'm saying. Get the booster shots. Get the booster shots. Get all these things to the point where it is going to lead to the charagma. These are all stepping stones to lead to the charagma, man. Okay?
You can't just swing it on people because they can reject it. The way you want to train the dog they can come to the kennel or wherever you get it from, or out the room with his mother, not dissing on the floor.
That's right.
You have to train that dog. You have to train your child, whatever. You have to train your woman. You know, when you want to attend to them, you have to train them.
That's right.
And it's called gradually. And that's what the priest will know. That's what he's doing.
That's right.
You know, and he's doing real things. He's ostracizing. You know, person. You being put on the outside, you know, the outskirts of America, you can't be included in this society.
Right.
Real things right now, you go bars, you go to sports, things like that. And you take away all those funds and all those liberties. Like, you get so tired of it at that time, when it comes, you like, shit, the hell with that stuff.
That's
you
right.
already conditioned, you're used to that way of life.
That's right.
And it's got the big signs out. You are not so-and-so for this event. You can't come in.
Right.
You get turned away. You know?
To have the fun, you tired of just submit. You know, just like on the righteous side, you know. You get tired of getting your ass beat by the Heavenly Father, you make mistakes, you beating out the word out of it. Eventually, you're like, you know what? You just come to the spirit of submission. You know, eating that book.
That's right. That's right.
See, either you're going to submit to that or you're going to submit to the other.
That's right. Beautiful point.
Back in Isaiah 28, 15. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come up to me. We have made lies our refuge. And the falsehood have we hid ourselves.
We have made lies our refuge. So no, it just further proves, bro. If it's not of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you're gonna lose, man. Lies have become our people's refuge. You know, because what in Isaiah 30, they like the things to be prophesied unto them, smooth things.
Yep.
And our people are big on that. Love, bro. People don't show love in a day-to-day. That's right. Society here, bro. Bro, people will cut you off quick. You know, like the chick who the chick who killed I'm sorry, the chick who committed suicide because she was dealing with depression, right? Had the 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
Bro, the way she did it, she went down a one-way and went on a head-on collision. Does that sound like love?
Yeah. You so self-centered, you want to die. You put somebody else's life at risk. Somebody else gonna go with you. Damn, where's the love?
Yeah, so where's the love? So lies have become their refuge.
That's right, bro.
Falsehood. How's that falsehood? These guys, these like these programs like the priest is going into. Okay, the conditioning that the Zaquan was going into. Well, now you know we're gonna do this and bro, stop, bro. Right? It just the jig is up now, man. Y'all niggas just lie, man.
We are as a nation, right? Every aspect of society is a lie. They can fight through the nail, hold up. Hard. Where they arguing, getting fights, you know. It's crazy. They can fight over an argument over LeBron James and Michael Jordan, or LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. That's how hard Jake is going for the way of this life, man. You disagree with them on who's the best. And somebody may get shot. If it's that serious, somebody may get shot over that.
It's bad enough that happened 3 years ago in a barbershop. All jokes aside. That's why the Zaquan brought it up.
And they don't know now one of these niggas is this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they fight to death for this guy saying he's the best. He don't get banned like it.
Man.
You know?
All you guys that niggas jersey and throwback kick.
Overpriced ass shoes. Just fight for this nigga. You can't see it down.
Meantime, this nigga funding your demise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan. You know, he got stocks. He had stocks in the prison system. Oh, Salami. That's a different one. That's a different one. What you mean?
It's an Edomite.
Oh, you talking about something? Okay.
It's an Edomite named Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's a different Michael Jordan. that did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
excuse me.
Oh yeah, hey, you know what? What did he just recently say?
Oh, I've always trusted science.
Yeah, like, yeah, bro, you a coon too.
Yeah, bro.
Niggas been killing themselves over J's for decades.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan ain't never said shit about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All he did was increase the price of the shoe for a bunch of broke niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, double packages, man.
Right.
Damn, I'm really gonna get killed.
They're $200 plus. You know, now what do you think that they can really do that struggle? They got nothing. They don't kill each other. They love expensive shit.
Oh, yeah,
Verse 16, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation of stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation.
A sure foundation, man, but our people don't want to trust in that. That's talking about Yahweh Shai. Meantime, he went into the covenant with death. He went into how these people say we made lies our refuge, and that hell we had agreement, you know, for falsehood and such. But right here is going into what's really trusting. And the elect's going to trust in that.
The left hand side. Everybody know that left hand feels good and it's in an instant.
Microwave, yep.
He that believeth shall not make haste. An example of that comes times right now. You're not going to make haste for what? The job coming on my
Right.
They basically hate the decision because they think that job is the only goddamn job out there.
Good point.
A job is just a job. Most I know what you need. Most I know you got a family. Hey, he ordained you to have them people.
He gave you the job.
He gave you the job. He ain't gonna leave you out there just because you didn't want to do one job.
Right.
He gave you a job where you're making $20, $30 an hour, $55, whatever you make. There's plenty of jobs out there. You know, the most I can be. It's one of the places to buy it anywhere. But hell, you put that out there, hell, the most I put you on another company, go out and recruit you because you have such a strict rules out there. You know, so you never know. It might be even better job. Because they don't want to, they also are not going to do that job, you know, so you never know.
And if I can say this right quick, look how Sleepy Joe retracted from certain deadlines now. Bro, I forgot which particular one, but he retracted from a deadline. Well, once people become more educated, like, bro, but think about how people, but it just further shows how people were so quick to roll up their sleeves. Then Mayor Lightfoot from Chicago, she started retracting from the police force that they had to have the mandate because everybody was going to go to Indiana and work on their police force.
Yeah.
They started retracting. But think about that. Just think about that. They sitting there rushing you, pressuring you, you know, for the mandate. You do it, then these niggas retracting, then they may drag their feet. Well, this is kind of optional now.
Yeah.
Bro, what that just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You did it for nothing, but even though if they do require a deadline, you still did it for nothing, bro.
Right.
What,
right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? What is it to gain the whole world, you know?
Lose your
soul, man.
Hey, you know Mayor Lightfoot from Massillon, bro? The mayor of Chicago?
Yeah.
From Massillon, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, so brother,
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. No wonder he was in the spirit.
I grew up with him. I grew up with him.
I was like, that's a D-town brother in the spirit. Yeah.
That's a good brother right there. I got a quick precept on the points that y'all made of how the Lord can give you. Mentioned the Lord can give you something else, man. He gave it to you ultimately. He can take it away with no problem. But you got to believe that He's going to sustain you anyway. It's just part of His plan towards you. But it's the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 21. And this is when Job was catching major hell. If anybody had the right to complain, Job could have easily complained, man. You know? But Job ain't losing integrity. That's the thing about when you read Job, it's a book about him going through all of his afflictions, but keeping his integrity and not bowing down to Satan. You know what I'm saying? Because his wife wanted him to bow down to Satan. She said, curse the Lord and die. You know? And that's the spirit that's going on right now, man. A lot of these people are willing to curse the Lord because of what they're going through, man, and bow down to Satan. Remember Lot's wife, that's right. And what's Satan like? It's just the world at the end of the day. This worldly stuff right now, man. But this is Job chapter 1, verse 21. I'm gonna start at verse, I'm gonna read verse 20. And Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped. You know, so he did exactly what the opposite of the world will want you to do. You know what I'm saying? To complain, to moan. So Job stuck straight to the spirit and said he shaved his head. Now, when you go into that, that's a form of mourning right there. All right, back then, if you was to shave your hair down, not that he had hella long hair anyway, man. All right, but he just shaved his hair very low. All right, that was a state of mourning. And back in ancient Egypt, they did the opposite, which shows you read on to more. But anyway, but going back to the point of verse 21, it says, and said, so this is when he prayed, when he went down to the ground of worship, he said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord had taken away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh. So that's the spirit that you're supposed to be in. Whatever happens to you, whatever trials come in front of your life, you lose your job. It might be a good paying job, you lose it. So what? Blessed be the Lord, man. Don't turn around and go straight to Esau. You know, to keep my job, I gotta be, man, hell to the no, man. That ain't smart. That's dumb as hell, bro, because that's showing you don't believe the Lord, man. Actions speak louder than words, man.
He cursed out his wife. He said, I want to prove this way. He said, shall we? He cursed out his wife. He said, I want to prove this way. He said, shall we take both sides, not the bad?
Right.
You know, so you have to be balanced.
That's right, bro.
Well, like, even if you know your job and you're down for a little bit, hey, it's just your turn.
That's right.
You know, Paul said that. I know how to be a base, I know how to be a balance. You got to take the situation.
That's right.
Times you come into, hey, brothers are going to lose jobs. Hey, you may have to move in with a brother. There may be 3 or 4 brothers in the house together. You never know. You never know, but the Most High is playing chess, so you don't know the behind the scenes.
That's right.
You just accept and have faith. That may be an opportunity for that brother just to get his brownie points in the spirit and show up his respect.
Exactly.
So the Most High created that situation for that brother. For you to have trust for that brother to get 1 point in the spiritual.
That's right.
You never know how the Most High is working things out. You got to trust for your part. That's what it is.
And even if I may add in that Job example right there, like he was a millionaire technically. He was a millionaire. He had an estate. That was an estate he had. The Lord took his children away. Now, if you back then farming, you needed children to help your business grow. All right, and that was passed down to them. And then the Lord allowed Satan to take away his sheep, his cows, his cattle, servants. There was a lot of death. Job's business was diminished after that, man. You know, his whole empire. So you can complain about, how am I gonna take care of my family? I got a $30 job. Job lost millions, bro. He could have easily been like, the Lord ain't with me. He's trying to kill me, man. You know, but he still kept his integrity, man. So how much more of an example is that with us? A little $30 hour job, man. Job was balling, bro. Y'all, brother. Esau so little, he ain't gonna take care of you. Come on, bro.
Esau loses deals, he jumps out of moon and takes his family with him.
Yep.
Yeah, I almost guarantee that they're gonna do that.
Chris Benoit. You know, he killed the Canadian Ripper. The crossface. The Creflo, yup. Yeah, bro, he killed himself, man. He killed his children, his wife, and shot himself in the head. Yeah, bro, selfish ass nigga, man. All these rapid Wolverine, head ass.
Isaiah 28, 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line of righteousness and the and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding.
Wow.
So that's all destruction, man. He's going to bring judgment. He's going to sweep away all these lies that take control of the Isaiah 30, flying out earlier. It's going to compare us to your shame.
That's right, brother.
You know, when the Most High does away with all this, you're going to see all this is BS, and we were really in control at that time. It's not going to go according to what your daddy told you how to airport. Esau tells you, hey, just submit and everything go back to normal. Things are never going to go back to normal here. Babylon the Great is actually seen to be circling the country.
Yeah, that's right.
It had its time. America was over. Jake don't see it. Jake is still fighting. He doesn't keep this place together. You know?
Yep.
Verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
So that contract was a waste of time, man. It was all BS all along, man. The covenant you should be worrying about is the one with Yahweh Bashim Shai, man.
Right.
Not the one that will simply you don't take something now that shit dead, bro. Because I've always, you know, which we all know is like, bro, I bet you Esau can freeze the hell. I think he'd be doing that to Jake too. Right. Like Jake could be at the top of their shit. I bet you Esau can freeze them niggas' accounts and everything.
Yeah. He has that control.
Yeah, like bro, just get you just like forgot about out here, bro.
It's like it's a delusion. You know, it's a strong delusion when Jake completely forget about the Tuskegee experiments. All right, they completely forget about all the shit this devil had done unto us back then. And all of a sudden, because a little bit of time happened, not even a lot of time, a little bit of time passed, and now he's your friend, man.
Yes.
You know, that's a strong delusion for your ass, bro.
How much he lies, he's still with his priest told earlier, man. You should know the body of priests. What's the fruits of the devil and how he explained his fruits for us? I mean,
Yeah.
they still get shot in the street. They still get persecuted.
That's right.
Still on the bottom, last hire, first fire.
That's right.
All these different things. They still look at it as a nigga and a monkey.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's his love for his passion. Hey, don't worry about the words of his actions, man.
That's right.
It should be your actions speaking so loud. I can't hear a word you're saying, man. And that's the ones that left me. Like the priest said, they can disillusion.
Hold up, if I can say this, Salaki, that I'm glad you mentioned that, Tuskegee. There was also experiment with Jake. They was testing radiation on young Jake, called Holes in Our Head. If you brothers get a chance, try to find that documentary. Holes that deep in Jake's head, bro. Right here, holes in their head just sunk in. Jake had to wear a cap.
Right.
I had to wear a cap for the rest of his life, man. Just different parts of his head, just holes sunk in because they want to test radiation on Jake. And nobody talks about it. It's like the elder and the priest went into, man. But here it is. Everybody's gung ho and just running to, you know.
I got you. Did you have more on that one right there? Okay, because it's going right into the covenant. You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and I'm going to go to verse 3. It says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. Now, when you go into this, this is going into the revival of the Edomites coming in power from ancient Rome. All right? And when you really go into his deadly wound being healed, we briefly touched up on it earlier going into Renaissance.
Yeah.
You know, that 1,000-year period when he was cast down into the bottomless pit, and where you can read about in Revelation 20.
Yeah.
All right? Well, after he had emerged around the 1500s, that's when his deadly wound was healed, man. Yeah. All right? Thus you get, you know what I'm saying, the Renaissance. All right, it started over there in Rome. I'm sorry, it started over there in the Roman area, Portugal, Spain. All right, later on British. All right, then later on America. All right, but you pretty much see the revival of that. All right, so this is going into the ancient Roman Empire being reawakened and reemerged, right? Even we talked about it earlier in the car, brother, going in how this is Rome all over again, pretty much. Okay, but when you continue, when it goes to the point, it says, and all the world wondered after the beast. Okay, so it's saying the world wondered after the beast. Now, how did they wonder? They admonished, they admired. All right, going into why Isaiah 29 is going into how they made a covenant with death. The reason why they made that covenant with him, because they wondered after him. They looked at him like, you know what, life comes from him. All right, he has the power to feed. He has the power to take away life. He has the power to heal and do all these things. All right, that's why Jake is gravitating so much toward this system, because of the tangible miracles that they're seeing right now, which really aren't miracles. Well, they are on the left-hand side. Yeah. All right, but Jake is seeing these miracles before their face, and they're like, no, we can trust in him. He's not all bad. Look at him, man. But lo and behold, it's just prophecy coming to pass. And that's why Jake made a covenant with him, man, because of what's being done.
You say, now I shall be increased. You know, that's all it is. It's prophecy. And the blessing of the sword that was given unto the devil for a bit. That's it. They just wanted out that like he, you know, came forth of himself. That was just a gift of the heavenly Father, right?
Yeah, it's a little more. It says, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with them? You know, and that's what you see right now. They look at this place like it's the end-all be-all, man. They look at America like it's the end-all be-all, the brave, the proud. You know what? I believe this place is going to go on, man. You know what? I'm going to just go on and roll my sleeve up because my family's going to eat. I'm going to be able to eat. And we're going to be okay if we do this. That's them wondering after the beast and admiring the beast, man. Believing it can give you life, man. But really death. You know?
All these ways, all this technology, do nothing but bringing people further and further from spiritual mindset. Particularly our people. Yeah. You know? Yeah. They say this world, they say it's a modern world, but it's a modern world of death.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's That's right. That's right. It's a little more. It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. We talked about this about a month ago at camp.
Yeah.
All right. They speak. What are those great things? Who are these great things directed towards? The perfect. The Israelites. Psalm 64.
That's right.
All right. The great things are their ideas. You know, what they plan on doing, putting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in a box to experiment on you. We mentioned Tuskegee experiments, you know, radiation head. All right. Went into all these different things, man. That's why it continues on to say, it says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. So pretty much everything from heaven all the way unto the Israelites. His main job is to come up against that. And since the Renaissance all the way up to right now, which represents that 42-month period that I was talking about, all right, that's what he did. That's literally when technology heightened like a mug, man. All right, to the point where he believed himself to be a god. All right, after that technology advanced far beyond what it had done back then, man. You know? But in the midst of that, they was pointing at you Israelites saying, y'all are the problem, and this is the problem, and we're going to do it our own way, man. And Jake is with this shit today, knowing this nigga's rap sheet. That was it on that precept.
Back on Isaiah 28:18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. Man, so you trying to, like you said earlier, a few verses, that they're going to make lies of refuge, and the lies of refuge make you think that overflowing scourge is what they judge what they have to follow. You know, war, diseases, and germ warfare that's coming amongst the devil.
Right.
The arm fight, the MOB, and our temptation, Jacob's trouble, nuclear destruction, all these different things that are prophesied to come. They can trust this world thinking they're going to be good.
Exactly.
You know? But hey, when it comes down, it says that they're going to be trying by it. They're going to be rolled down.
Yep. That's right, bro.
From the time that it goes forth, it shall take you. For morning by morning shall pass over, by day by night. It shall be a vexation only to understand before. For the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it. And the covering narrower than that he can wrap himself in it.
That's an uncomfortable night's sleep.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You've been in jail before, them little ass beds,
Yeah.
your feet hanging off the end of it. That's uncomfortable, man, and that's what's getting ready to come. Discomfort to those that trust in this beast, bro.
They got a blanket that you pull it up, your feet showing, you pull it down a couple feet, half your body showing.
Feet cold as hell. Oh man, that little ass blankie. It's not even a blanket, that's a blankie. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that is the most uncomfortable night's sleep, man, when your feet hanging off the edge of the bed. And I ain't even tall. You know what I'm saying?
It's a very ridiculous and uncomfortable time to come in, and people think that they're going to be okay. It's going to be like a thief in the night.
That's right. That's right.
They completely caught off guard with that spiritual club. You know? They're not going to be ready for it. It's going to be worse for them. But though it's going to be uncomfortable for the men of the Lord as well. But we understand it, so we're going to be prepared for it.
Yep.
We're able to prepare and roll with a punch instead of versus, you know, you just looking over here and somebody cold clock you back here.
Right.
Hit that knockout button.
Right.
Get out of here.
That's right.
They be hard enough, they can kill you.
That's right. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time.
That's right.
We're going to have the scriptures to comfort us, the knowledge of the scriptures.
Right.
Got any more points or anything? Okay, touching on everything, you know what I'm saying?
Experiences. So,
Yeah, sure. Hey, y'all want to close out or it don't matter? Okay, that's a bit. All right, well, hey, Lord's willing, that was edifying, y'all. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing and many salutations unto you elect across the four winds of this earth, fulfilling your lots in all truth and sincerity. Hey, continue to fight. Continue to fight and pray that you don't succumb to what's getting ready to happen, man. Because all of our integrity is in the process of being tried right now. Just pray that we endure through it, you know. But hey, shalom.
Shalom.